Hey everybody, this is Curtis from PSNStores.com. Today we're taking a look at Piracy. This is a new pirate sim game. Came out last week on PlayStation 4. It's $15. This is by, I believe, some of the people that did Terraria, or at least that's kind of. I believe the game starts out and it's like, hey, we made Terraria. Here's Pixel Piracy. So at any rate, I've played a good deal of this, about maybe 2.5 hours of this. And we're just gonna take a brief look at what's going on here. So here's my pirate ship. Here we go. We're also gonna jump near the end of this video to a new game, so you can kind of see where you start. But this is where I am now. I've got a ship built. Got some different some ladders here to access different floors. Got some different decorations going around. I've got some cannons here. Some of my other crew members are leveling up for whatever reason. But here we go. Carrie Buddha, that is the name of my captain. That is the name that was given to me. So here's my crew. They are unhappy, which I'm going to guess probably, yeah, that looks like it's food problem. So hopefully, let's see if I guess I can kind of direct them. There is food on the ship. There's some watermelon down here. So they'll probably go find that food. Usually they've been okay about it. I've noticed I've had some issues with multiple floors. Looks like they actually are going for it. I've had issues where I've tried to command them to go to a room, and they've kind of gone to the ladder and then stopped. Looks like they're doing well here. This guy, I don't know. Maybe he's not hungry. But it looks like they found it alright. So you can go to town, and I believe there should be, yep, here we go. And so this is going to be some different shops. So we've got a weapon shop. We've got, looks like food. This is, I believe, the mayor, yep. And then this is our ship shop. So you can spend money on a number of different things. This is for building out your ship. So there's a lot of different things you can build. I mean, you can buy floor panels, wood blocks, barrels for storing food. If it's the type of food that you want to store that could rot, you would buy some barrels to store it in. Some cannons that you can use. Again, some decorations and stuff. So you can buy that. You can go to the mayor's shop. And you can buy, these are skill books that you can use to teach crew members different skills. So let's see if there's one. So teach us how to clean. We'll buy that one. I think someone might already have that, or I may have lost a crew member who had the ship cleaning skill. And I'll show why that's important in a minute. I think we're good though for right now. I've got more than enough money to spend, but so buy food, and then of course you can buy new weapons. Sometimes these towns will also have areas where you can recruit new members to your crew. This island doesn't, so we're gonna head back to our ship. So if you can kind of see there's some poop here on the ship. So if I go, let's say David Welch, and if I said, hey David, I'm gonna need you. He knows how to. He's got toilet study, ship repair, cleaning, and swimming under his skills. And these will upgrade as you basically, you go here, you learn a skill, and you can teach them depending on the books you found. So I'm going to teach David Welch how to clean. And basically what's going to happen is from there on... well... Is it not... Okay, maybe it's not working for him. Let's try someone else. Alright, cleaning. Okay, worked for him. Anyways, basically, so you teach him like that. Now this guy knows how to clean a ship now. And then as they level up, that skill will level up as well. Or it's supposed to, but I haven't really... I think it's specifically when they use it. Or something. Anyways... and then when you're leveling up, you get character points that you can spend on stuff like that. So these guys are really high levels, because when you start out in the game, it says, hey, you need to take down these 4 specific pirates. So while this is kind of a sim game that lets you kind of go out and explore the sea on your own, building out a pirate ship, recruiting new members of your crew, there actually is a bit of a point here. There is specific goals that it has set for you to do and accomplish. And 4 of those goals being, there are 4 legendary pirates that you need to track down and kill. And so I've done that for 1 of the 4, and in doing that, basically they just had this massive ship that I took control of, or I didn't take control of it. I went on board, took out all the pirates, took out the captain, and in doing so, I accrued a insane amount of experience, enough to take my guys from like level 5 up into the 60s. So, this kind of a look at, this is again, crew management here. You've got health, hunger meter, experience, their salary, which I can pay. Keeping people happy, basically. I don't know if there's a point where, like, if they'll leave or something, like if they're angry. Like, I don't know if maybe they're gonna leave or something. I feel like the tutorial in this game is not great. It's good about getting you set up and just letting you loose on the game very quickly, but it doesn't there's a lot of like deeper mechanics here that I feel like have not been explained at all to me. A lot of like, especially with the crew management, and once you get to the point where you're like setting sail and going to different islands, it feels like that part really, it feels like there's a lot that was left out that, I don't know, it seems strange. There are specific things there that I feel probably could have been explained, that isn't. So, basically the crux of this game here is you're just going out to different islands. So you saw I pulled up the map. Now I'm on this island, and oftentimes you'll find creatures that we can go and attack. If I use the right analog stick, this is the cursor to command the crew, so I can command them to come over and start attacking these crabs. You can swap through different groups, color-coded groups. You may notice some of my, I think I've got like a red group and a purple group or something. And so in theory, you'd match them up with different people with similar skill sets. One of the skills you can teach your crew member is how to cook. And that is a good example of something I feel like hasn't really been explained to me very well. Is I found a book saying like, yeah, you can teach this crew member how to cook food. But I haven't seen anything where that is actually something I'm using. Like, I can buy food, but I'm not like, I can't buy a stove or something that I could use to cook food if I taught somebody how to be a chef. And I don't know that I've seen them actually, like, do anything related to cooking, for instance. So some of that stuff feels like that it could have used some explanation. It could have, like, maybe used a little bit more of, like, yeah, this is what this means. This is how you do this specific thing. The combat here is basically, like, you get close enough to an enemy, you hit X, and they'll start, like, auto-attacking. So it's not super involved. Although my character has a pretty OP ability where he can just knock back enemies. And so actually, if I'm boarding a ship, like a pirate ship, trying to take out other enemy pirates, that can be really useful, because if I knock them off the ship and they fall into the open sea, they're pretty much dead. And so that can actually be that can make it really easy to take out enemy pirates, basically. So with that said, we're actually just gonna go ahead and let's get into the combat. So Pirate Justice of Fortune. Let's go here. So, okay, here's what we're looking at. So, when you run into another pirate, or another group of pirates here, you've got our ship right here, and we've got their ship. Now, in this case, their ship is much smaller. This isn't going to be a very big deal. Now, I can go over alone if I wanted to, or I could also, again, I could tell my crew, hey, I want you guys to board that ship and start taking over. Again, I could be very specific. I could go green, red, purple group. if you go here, I can change these groups just by switching through. So I've got, again, you know, a green group here, got a red group here, if I wanted to do that. I haven't really run into a point when, like, that is something I feel like I need to be doing. So far it's been pretty easy going. I haven't really felt like I needed to switch that up just yet. But I'm just gonna go it alone here. And so again, with my trait to be able to knock enemies back, as long as I angle it right, I can basically just knock them off the ship. Just like that. And then we're just gonna start gaining levels. Oh, that guy's on our ship now. Oh, well, they're using the cannons, so that's one thing. These cannons are also, like, you have to teach your people how to use cannons. And up until just now, they have not been using cannons. So, kind of one thing also, like, again, and that kind of goes hand in hand with, like, teaching skills to your crew members and then them not knowing how to use those skills. Oh, this is actually a thing I meant to fix. You can't go through here because it's just 1 block tall. You need 2 blocks. That could be an issue. Because I believe we need to take this guy out. Let's see if maybe I can kind of fall over and... And I don't think I can drop down. And I don't think I can edit my ship here. Oh boy. See, I'm trying to think, because unfortunately, like, I can't... It just it automatically kind of grapples on, and I can't drop. And I don't think I can fit through that little hole there. Well, this is good. So basically, what happens is once you take over the ship, you're given 2 options. You can commandeer the ship and take it over, and that'll be your new pirate ship, and it will replace the one that you've built up. Or you can scrap the ship. You can keep your old ship, you scrap all of this material, and that goes immediately to your inventory. Which really helps, like, because you start with a very tiny ship, and we'll take a look at that in a minute. So going out and taking out other pirate ships, and then scrapping all that material, is a really, really good way to very quickly get a ton of material that helps. And that's how, like, basically, it did not take long to build up a ship that was this big, because I was able to take out some pretty big pirate ships of my own and scrap all of it. And now, like, if you go to, we can't look at it now, but if you went to my inventory, and, like, if we went to the ship building part, I have more material than I needed, and that's actually how I got so much money, is I just sold a ton of it because I didn't need it anymore. But basically that's kind of what you're looking at there. We're just gonna go ahead and exit to the main menu because we are stuck. And actually I'm gonna start up the beginning of the game so you can kind of see what that looks like. because it opens up with a series of questions that kind of determine how things are going to start out for you. So we'll start a new game. Alright, so you start out with these different questions. So what is the most recent event that happened in the land? And you can say a very rare comet flyby brought along bad omens, which leads to long dangerous nights. A great war tore the populace apart, more ship encounters, and a plague that killed many innocent, less neutral islands. So this one's interesting, the long dangerous nights. I believe, man, I want to say I chose the less neutral islands one. Could be wrong. But the long dangerous nights is interesting because, again, I've played for about 2.5, 3 hours so far. I have yet to see it turn to night. Because I thought this seemed to imply that, oh, maybe there's a day-night cycle. I haven't seen it turn to night at all. So we're actually going to choose this just to see what impact that has. How do you remember your father? See, he was a cowardly sailor that went by the name Boris, plus 20 gold. He was a brave captain. His name was David Phelps, Falcon Blade. He was a lazy alcoholic known as Hork the Flatulent, extra starting pirate. So we're actually going to do the plus 20 gold one. In my previous save file, I chose the one that gave me the blade to start out with. And then what is it like to live the adventure? So we have extreme, normal, hard, 100% morale and hunger loss, 30% morale and hunger loss, 70%, so. And how do you want to be remembered? As a fearless man, male pirate, or as a heroic woman? So again, you can choose. Let's do female pirate this time. And then you can customize your captain. So we've got Randy Dodd, and then you can randomize it here. Gertrude Fiddler. So if we find something good. And you can go, again, yeah, it's got some face customization here. We'll go with this one. Some hair. Go there. Let's see, some outfit stuff. That looks fine. Sure. And so this is how your ship starts out. It's very tiny. You got some watermelon for food. This guy will give you a bit of a tutorial if you want it. Again, the tutorial is, I thought I said no to the tutorial. Anyways, tutorial is very short. It introduces you to some very basic concepts, nothing too crazy. And again, in a way, like, it's nice. It's nice that it's so short because it just lets you get to the game really quick. At the same time, though, I think I do kind of find myself wishing that maybe the tutorial would come back up again when you got to certain parts, like when you learned specific skills, or maybe it just had like a thing you could go to in the menu that was like, okay, you've taught someone how to cook, this is what that means. Because I feel like I've done that before and I didn't really know what that meant. There is permadeath, I should explain. So when you do get crew members, if they die, they are gone. So you do have to be careful about that. But this is again how you start. So let's see if they do it here. I hope they do.
One drinking and I'm making new friends. Move on to 2. I'm sure I've found a crew. As I throw back 3, I stand up and decree. Scallywags, thieves, proprietors of bad deeds. I'm a man with a ship and a stiff upper lip, sailing the rowdy seas. Junkin' number 4.
Alright, so they have pirate shanties in this. When you go to the tavern to recruit new members, they'll start singing pirate shanties sometimes. And actually, when you're sailing to a new island or another enemy pirate ship, sometimes your crew members will just start singing. And I really like it. The pirate shanties are pretty good in this. So here's our list of people we can hire. They'll have different prices and stuff. So I've got 70 gold. Let's go with Blanca Hoffer. She was a ninja.
Brave, I'm feeling quite alive. With 6 rums gone, I feel funny as I yawn. Scallywags, thieves, proprietors of bad deeds.
So anyways, yeah, this is
Treasure than Joe.
Pixel Piracy. I think it's pretty cool. There's some things I have kind of issues with. I think for the most part, like, it controls fine. Coming over to console, the two things I've had issues with is sometimes, like, I'll be moving left or right, and my guy will just stop moving for a second, and I'll have to, like, kind of let go of the left or right button on the D-pad or the analog stick, and then I'll have to, like, redo it again, and they'll continue moving. Sometimes when I'm like trying to climb a ladder, I'll climb halfway up and then just start falling for no apparent reason. But other than that, it controls okay. I think the combat's, I mean, it's very automated, but it's kind of whatever. All right. And again, so you are, once you start up, you're free to build up your ship however you want. I don't know if, I think I may have a couple of things here. Yeah, I've got watermelon I can place. But there's your ship editor, and you're free to build it in whatever way you want to. There's a lot of different pieces you can purchase and find throughout your adventures. And yeah, so I mean, this is something that, similar to a lot of these other kind of games where you're just kind of let loose into the world and kind of do whatever you want. This is more of a pirate's journey, and I guess the cool thing here is there is a little bit more of a purpose. You are from the get-go told, like, okay, there are 4 legendary pirates. It is your job to seek them out and take them down. And so you have a goal there. Now, what happens after you do that, I'm not sure. I've only taken down 1 so far. But I'm enjoying it. Again, there's a couple things that I feel like maybe could be explained a little better, or some things that maybe could have been done a little better as well. But for what it is, it's pretty cool. I'm going to continue playing it. And then I'm very curious to see if it just ends, or if it, like, I don't, yeah, I'm curious to know what happens after I take down the 4th legendary pirate. But again, this is Pixel Piracy. It is out now on PS4. It's $15, I believe. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you later. If you like this or any of our other YouTube videos, subscribe to our channel. If you'd like to support what we do in general, be sure to hop on over to patreon.com/PSNStores. Your patronage helps keep our podcast 100% ad-free. Thanks for watching.